Hello, my name is Grace, and today I'm going to talk about how climate change affects green sea turtles. First, I'll briefly introduce green sea turtles and I'll talk about how global warming affects green sea turtles and the way they live. Second, I'll talk about the decreasing population of green sea turtles affects the ecosystem as a whole. And last but not least, what should we do to save sea turtles? So, green sea turtles' scientific name is Chelonia mitis. They mainly stay near the coastline and in the islands and bays or protected shores, especially in the seagrass area. Rarely are they observed in open oceans. Green sea turtles nest in an interval around every 2 years with and wide year-to-year fluctuations of nesting females. Nest between 3 to 5 per season. Lays an average of 115 eggs in each nest, with the eggs incubating for around 60 days. Adult green sea turtles are herbivorous. They feed on seagrasses and algae. Fun fact: green sea turtles are not named from the color of their shells. Their shells are usually olive or brownish color, but it's named from their greenish color of their skin. So, how global warming will affect green sea turtles? A rise in sea level will impact sea turtles' nesting beaches. Sea turtles' memories are imprinted with magnetic maps of the sandy beach where they hatched. This gives them the unique ability to return to the same site for their nesting ritual. With melting polar ice caps and rising sea levels, these beaches are beginning to disappear. The direct impact of rising sea level include losing beaches, ecologically protected wetlands, and barrier island. An increase in nesting beaches temperature will also have an impact on green sea turtles. Because green sea turtles are raptile, they rely on the temperature of the sand in which their eggs incubate. It determines the gender of the hatchlings. Typically, the eggs in the lower, cooler part of the nest will become male, while eggs in the upper, warmer part will become females. With increasing nest temperature, scientists predict that there will be more females than male hatchlings, which create a significant threat to genetic diversity. Warmer ocean temperature also negatively impacts the food resources in the oceans for not only for the sea turtles but for all the marine species. In Caribbean, scientists warn that sea turtles are at risk from logging because it reduces shade that keeps beaches cool enough to produce milk to healthy marine ecosystem. Green sea turtles are one of the few large species of herbivorous that eat seagrasses. It helps to maintain healthy seagrass beds. When green sea turtle graze, they help to increase the productivity and nutrient content of seagrass beds. Without constant grazing, seagrass beds become overgrown and obstruct constant. Shade from the bottom begins to decompose and provide suitable habitat for the growth of small moths. Older portions of seagrass beds tend to be overgrown, with microorganisms, algae, invertebrates, and fungi. Sea turtles forage on seagrass just a few centimeters from the bottom of the blades, allow older upper portion of the blades to float away. As the turtles crop and recrop of the same blades, seagrass blades are removed from the area rather than accumulating on the bottom. This results in a decrease in the supply of nitrogen to seagrass roots, which impact plant species, nitrogen cycling, animal densities, predator-prey relations, as seen in Caribbean. The decline of green sea turtles can result in a loss of productivity of food web, including commercially raised fish, decreasing the amount of protein-rich food for people. Florida Bay and the Gulf of Mexico are two perfect examples of the importance of green sea turtles to seagrass beds. The die-off of seagrass beds in this area during the 1980s has been directly linked to the ecologically extinction of greens. Beaches have a very fragile ecosystem in that they don't get many resources of nutrients. Hence, there's a very little vegetation. Sea turtles help support this ecosystem by nesting. Reason being of 10 of the thousands eggs of the turtles deposit, not all of them will hatch. Those that do not hatch will decay and nourish the beaches. With the declining population of green sea turtles, fewer eggs are deposited by them. This would result in lesser vegetation. This would cause the beach erosion. Eggs are often eaten by semi-aquatic creatures, hatchling for prey to fishes, lizards, snakes, crocodiles, and birds. As the population decreases, there will be a huge impact on marine life that fed on the eggs and hatchlings. In the long term, result in less diversity in marine life. Last, what can we do to protect sea turtles? Become a conscious and responsible seafood consumer by asking where and how your seafood was caught. Choose seafood caught in a way that won't harm sea turtles. Consult Sustainable Seafood Information Network to learn about how and where your seafood is caught. Reduce marine debris that may intangible or accidentally eaten by sea turtles, for example, straws. Fill in holes and knock down sand castle before you leave the beach. They can become obstacles for nesting turtles or emerging hatchlings. Also, you can participate in coastal cleaning. Reduce plastic use in your daily life. Trash in the ocean will not only harm sea turtles, but also other marine species. Carry reusable water bottle and shopping bags. Refrain from releasing balloons. Most of the balloon people release will end up in the oceans, and green sea turtles will thought that it was food and accidentally eaten it. There are a lot more ways that you can save sea turtles in your daily life. So in conclusion, as sea turtles population decline, so does their ability to perform vital roles in maintaining the health of the world's oceans. Death and injuries in commercial fisheries, loss of important habitat, population and climate change are among the many human-caused threats pushing sea turtles to death and towards extinctions too. More proactive conservation actions should be made to protect sea turtles in the world. We need to rebuild their populations to healthy levels so that they can refill the empty space of their roles in healthy ocean ecosystem. At historic level, sea turtles will help restore the health of our ocean and make them more resilient to future threats. Thank you. Thank you.